All right, it's 11:56. I need to go to bed at midnight to get up at 7 to hit the gym. Because I've got work tomorrow I have to be there at 10. I've got to commute. So I'm starting a job at, I don't think it really matters. I mean, it matters, but like, starting a surfing job. I'm starting a surfing job at a restaurant that I actually worked at in New York. And I mean, it wasn't like it was super traumatic, but I was kind of, a lot came back as I was going over the menu and just, I had day one training today. As a server, I was a busser in New York when I was working there, but I think it highlighted a couple things. On one hand, like I felt exhausted when I got home, just emotionally and mentally drained. More so like mentally just exhausted and just literally just so drained. Yeah, I've been up since 7, I guess, this morning, but like, I think that, since I stopped working at the last place I was working at in March, it's now May, I've had a different schedule, so that's part of it. And there's been stresses with that schedule per me getting a job as a server, and not being in a position with the music yet to just be doing that. But I think like, look, the reality is like this highlights the reality of pursuing this, I think that's why a lot of people don't want to do it. They don't want to graduate college, move to New York on a whim, and then get a job busting tables at a steakhouse, and then 3 years later, be working as a server at that steakhouse. Like, yeah, I guess you're moving up in terms of that. And look, I've learned a lot in terms of hospitality. I think I just have to trust the process. I've grown a lot in a lot of ways, since then. And, I got the experience of Lamp. It's not like it started there, though. Like, I've been working in restaurants and just doing this for a long time. So, I don't know. I think it kind of just took a toll, just the reality of, there's metrics and quotas and that you need to upsell, and just, I'm just doing my best. I'm just grateful for the opportunity. I want to focus on that part because it's really easy to just complain and feel entitled to a career that no one owes me shit, So I think it's just a little hard just adjusting, but also it's an opportunity, and excited to learn and challenge myself to sell. I also think it's an opportunity to learn. I have a couple books that I kind of do want to read. I'm not super motivated to read, but bang, boom. These two, Unreasonable Hospitality. Thumbnail. By Will Guidara, and then The Way of the Wolf. So a book on hospitality and a book on selling. And I think both of these would be good. So I'm gonna check them out in my library. Put some effort into reading them. Yeah, man, I think just gratitude. There's a lot of it's funny. Comparison is just a funny thing, right? Because we can compare to people that are killing it in music. I can also compare to coworkers in the past that have kids and have responsibilities, and like it's just so it's like, I don't think it's a healthy thing unless you're comparing to yourself. Like I was saying, like unless you're looking at, okay, I was here, have I grown as a human? Yes. Have I grown intellectually? Yes. Have I grown my network? Yes. Have I grown my skills? Yes. Have I grown my assets? Yes. I'd say. I built my catalog with music. I've had a lot of collaborations. I invested. I did Lamp, which was a huge thing. And I'm excited for what's next. I have a song that I'm sitting on that I made this last week that I'm like really liking. I heard this thing in an interview, Marshmallow interview that my buddy Daniel did. And he said, well, how do you know when a song's done? And he said, when you can close your eyes and listen to it, and there's nothing else that needs to be done to it. So I'm excited to get it out, bro. And I'm just so grateful I hit 2,000 streams on Holding On. It'd be nice. I know money will be coming in. Like, I don't know. I just feel very excited. I feel like this is a challenge that I am ready for. The check averages, the guy who's like in charge of the training at the restaurant, I gotta go to bed, but said they're like 150. Which is a lot of money per person. Oh wait, check average? No, I think he said per person. I'll find out. Those are two different things. Why did I think it was per person? Anyway, that's average, like, you know, I don't know. I also have to pass the test, and gratitude, man, gratitude. I'm grateful I can work out. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for studio. No, I just came home and I was so exhausted, and I had to clean my dog today. I didn't have to, but it was due time for cleaning. I had to walk him. I stepped on glass this morning. I don't know. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm grateful, man. It's an opportunity. This is really an opportunity. And I think that a lot of times, you know, when I was working at this restaurant, I'll just say it. I don't really give a fuck. When I was working at the restaurant in New York, I remember one time just like, you had to run up 2 flights of stairs. I was a busser, and so we would carry these black tubs, 50-pound tubs, and put them over my shoulder, and you walk all the way across the room, and then down 2 flights of stairs to the dish pit. Empty out all the shit, go back up those stairs, and rinse and repeat all night. Friday night, Saturday night. Clearing tables, putting water on tables. And I just remember going back up those stairs one time. I was like, we're going to help so many people. And I meant it from the lens of like, oh, I realized my purpose. God, you're putting me in this position because I need to learn how to serve, because I want so much from life, you know? I need to learn how to give. And without expectation, I need to be humble. Like, and I think like, look, I wasn't ready then. I wasn't ready, you know, in college. I wasn't ready in New York. I wasn't ready when I moved to LA. Like, but I'm just so grateful because I feel closer than ever. And I feel wiser than ever. And yet I know there's still so much to learn. I'm so excited to learn. And I'm also so excited to serve and truly help people and inspire people. And I'm not just saying that, but like, what the fuck is the point of this shit if not for others, you know? Truly. And that always stuck with me. And yeah, I meant it in the context of the restaurant. You know, when I said it, I was like, in this moment, I'm gonna change. You know what I think it was too? I think I was doing some Tony Robbins things. I think I'd just seen a Tony Robbins thing, and he just talked about state and I think I was just like, we're gonna help. You know, Tony Robbins says the secret to living is giving. And I think one way of giving is giving thanks. Something I learned recently. So I want to thank you if you're watching this, for sure. This is really just me shooting at the hip here and hopefully leaving some nuggets along the way. Showing up every week and just documenting and keeping y'all posted. But super grateful, super excited for this new song to come out. I want to film some creative, like, marketing videos beyond these, like, Tumblr fucking quote song in the background things. But I also just need to keep my foot on the pedal and just show up at least 3 times a day for the short form on all 3 platforms. And just keep trying shit. So this week is going to be tricky, I think. Not tricky, but it's going to be pretty much, I need to memorize a bunch of information about this restaurant because I need to pass and 90% on this test, which is like all the information on the menu and shit. So, but I've got Kabbalah class tomorrow. I started this 10-week Kabbalah class. I think it's week 3 tomorrow of 10. So I'm excited for that. And, the commute is an opportunity to learn. It's all an opportunity. It's like, it's an opportunity for me to practice being on time. It's something I've struggled with in the past. I was literally going to be on time this morning. I was like 6-7 minutes late because I was fine. They hadn't started yet, but I got up. I was up at 7. Anyway, I make breakfast and I grab the fucking hot sauce and I knock over the lime juice and it breaks. It's in a glass bottle and it just went everywhere. And then I had to clean that and then I stepped on a piece of glass. That pushed me back. But hey, there was a lesson there too. It's like leave earlier than you think. And then I had to figure out parking, So anyway, you're enough. You're capable. Yeah, I love that oak tree analogy from Joe Hudson. I know I talked about that last week. And I think I talked about the 4 takeaways from Kabbalah class in the newsletter. So be sure to check that out. It's on the Substack if you aren't subscribed to it and you want to just peep the newsletter. I'm looking at this scenery behind me. I'm just so grateful. Like, it's so cool. It's so cool. Like, I'm so grateful that I'm so blessed. And I want to, be a blessing, continue to be a blessing. And, what if it can go better than you could possibly imagine? You don't know what you don't know. So shift the perspective, look at situations as opportunities, come back to gratitude, give thanks. That's it. Much love. Till next time. Peace.